I'm Dr. Ayo, and this is Black Love Partners. Tonight, I want to talk about the question that seems to be on many people's minds, or at least the belief, is that people who followed Kevin Samuels were anti-Black women. Now, I've recently had an experience in my therapy session with a young Black woman who felt that if a male likes Kevin Samuels, that means he is anti-Black women. As I discussed that situation with this young lady and suggested that I didn't see Kevin Samuels as an anti-Black woman individual, but instead that he raised issues that certainly addressed some of the behaviors and thinking of Black women, she became rather irritated with me and later decided that our therapy would not continue because I'm sure I gave support to Kevin Samuels and his thinking. Now, let me be clear. That doesn't mean that everything Kevin Samuels is something I support, but it does mean that I did not see him as anti-Black women, but I did see him as trying to point out some of the misunderstandings, false beliefs, and even inappropriate behaviors among Black women that keep us from having healthy relationships. For example, many Black women falsely believe that no matter what they do, what they believe, or what they might embrace as a style of living should be acceptable for any man. And that's just not rational. We have to understand that being a kindred spirit means you have to have things in common with a potential partner. And certainly we know that in order for a relationship to last for all of eternity, until death do you part, the more you have in common, the more likely you are to maintain a healthy relationship with your partner. Now, if you have children and your partner does not, that could be a deal breaker for many men. There are some men who love children and would love to have a partner who has children. However, I frequently caution women from simply being excited because a male is interested in having a family, a ready-made family. Sometimes that male may not be a healthy male, and you have to monitor whether or not this person is, in fact, a pedophile. Those are things that we frequently don't think about. But we also don't think about the fact that raising someone else's child or children can be a major sacrifice in the life of someone who doesn't have children. Now, if that male has children, it could work out, once again, in terms of when his children are there, your children and his children can interact, depending upon the ages, of course, and that could work out. But frequently, we have to take into consideration, and even women should take into consideration, what kind of relationship do you have with the parents of those children? Kevin Samuels looked at some rational, reasonable things that women need to look at. The way we dress, whether we have things like tattoos, whether or not we're wearing somebody else's hair, such as a weave, and whether or not, in fact, we can communicate effectively and be flexible in a relationship, because many times Black women in particular have a lot of difficulty accepting the possibility of compromising in a relationship. We've grown to a point where we believe falsely that it has to be our way or no way. And I also would say the same thing about men. If a man feels like it has to be his way or no way, that's not compromising. It's learning to have a complementary relationship. And Kevin Samuels wasn't perfect, and some of the things he said was done in order to promote his show and to get people engaged. So we have to stop taking things so literally and stop and ask the questions, the hard questions. How can I improve on myself? Are there things that I need to change about me? And if so, what are those things that will make me a better person and a better partner? I'm Dr. Ayo, and this is Black Love Partners. Please check us out on YouTube and like us, share with others, because we need to have a dialogue. We don't have to agree, but we do need to discuss and expand our thinking. Also, remember to leave us comments because we want to know what you're thinking. Your thoughts are important to us. We're also on Twitter and Instagram. Again, this is Dr. Ayo, and this is Black Love Partners.